The boat to Gaza will be named the Audacity of Hope. But these are not Barack Obama's words. These are the words of my friend, the Reverend Jeremiah Wright. They are borrowed words. And Jerry Wright is not afraid to speak the truth, not afraid to tell us to stop confusing God with America. We bombed Hiroshima, we bombed Nagasaki, and we nuked far more than the thousands in New York and the Pentagon, and we never batted an eye, Reverend Wright said. We have supported state terrorism against the Palestinians and black South Africans, and now we are indignant because the stuff we have done overseas is now brought right back into our own front yards. America's chickens are coming home to roost.
I think as an American, as a U.S. citizen, as an American taxpayer, and as an American attorney, I have the increased obligation to stand against policies that work against not just Palestinian democracy, human rights, civil liberties, but really set a precedent against our very own civil liberties, human rights, and free choice.
I mean, there's the practical reason that we give $3 billion a year in aid. We give Apache helicopters, Hellfire missiles, cluster bombs, white phosphorus. I mean, there's a real connection to what's going on in the ground in Gaza and what our government is doing to support Israel in terms of the UN, with vetoing UN resolutions that are condemning war crimes. I mean, you have the Goldstone report. The U.S. Congress condemned a report on war crimes. I mean, that's how ridiculous it's gotten. So I think as a Palestinian, but as an American citizen, it's part of my duty to stand up and speak and stand in solidarity with Palestinian civil society.
So what we have here is a country that I live in and I'm a citizen of, and I'm Jewish as well, that is giving $3 billion a year so Israel can commit war crimes in Gaza, in East Jerusalem, and in the West Bank, and is it committed on the high seas with the last flotilla. So Americans, I think, have a special responsibility to say, that's enough. This country has to stop supporting war crimes and Israeli human rights violations that are so massive and so gross that it just should outrage the conscience of the world.
I feel that it's my responsibility as a Palestinian and as an American citizen and as a citizen of the world, I mean, as a human being. I mean, for me, I do have strong feelings about Palestine, and the more we treat it as a human rights issue, an issue of international law, the more rapidly we can move towards a sensible and lasting peace.
You know, if we just keep battering against that door, if we just have the kind of resolve to be persistent over time, and if we are steadfast in our efforts, I believe we can have a significant effect.
Though we cross the Bay of Biscay where the stormy headwinds pound us, and through the endless twilight braving icebergs all around us, there's nothing can deter us and there's nothing can confound us. And every day we sail around the world, around the world. Every day we sail